The Philippines, situated in the distant east of the global map, an island separated from the external world, stayed the same not until the colonizers discovered this region.
All throughout history, we have many tiny times been colonized, fought the enemies, and tragically fought within ourselves. Our proclamation of independence has come a long way from an enlightenment reborn desire of freedom, to which rebellion has been hosted to cost to die and bloodshed for the motherland. The Spaniards arrived and made landfall on March 16, 1521. They arrived in our land with three distinctive objectives: God, gold, and glory, or as we term it, the three G's. What happened from then on? Well, Magellan, after arriving, has been said to be the first man to navigate the world. He led the first man in some place called Butuan, but was later on killed by Lapu-Lapu. From there on, the Spanish regime started.
Well, not really. As per studying a subject readings in Philippine history, it has been clear to us that certain myths had to be corrected. Juan Sebastian Elcano was actually the first one to circumnavigate the world, and Magellan was the first one to navigate but has ever since been taken credits for it because he actually deserves it. His leadership and vision in planning the expedition make it possible for the voyage to sail through history. Coming back to the Philippines, it was also clear that history has been manipulated, or if not for the inaccuracy, due to the proclamation that the first mass happened in Butuan, where in fact it happened as it was verified by historians in Limasawa. Plus, the hero we all know, Lapu-Lapu, was not actually the one who killed Magellan, but a certain person under his leadership. And did you know that Lapu-Lapu was 70 years old when Magellan was killed? This is contrary to how we depict Lapu-Lapu, who is a lean man and strong guy who is up for battle with his stock and shield, as seen in his famous statue.
The Spanish colonization of the Philippines introduced lasting contribution, including Catholicism as the predominant religion, architectural and culinary element moving into Filipino culture, and a significant influx of Spanish wording into the local language. The Galilean trade further facilitated economic exchange and introduced crops like maize, potatoes, chilies, which now play a vital role in the Filipino cuisine. This influence remained integral to the Philippine cultural and historical identity.
Fast forward to the year 1872. Insurgents from the Filipinos arose. They fought in the Cavite Arsenal and failed to oppose the Spanish authorities. They were viewed as criminals and rebels against the government from the Spanish perspective. However, their cause for this so-called mutiny has been just deserving to the then ruling excisive tax and forced labor, or polo y servicio, under the ruling of General Izquierdo. For the first time, an organized rebellion group has actually tried to repel the Spanish rule. What struck me when analyzing this part of our history is where Badañelos, on Spanish account, failed to back up the 200 Caviteños. A feeling of betrayal that the effort of these 200 Caviteños would go to waste for the next couple of years. Preceding this event, the Spaniards have also probed the involvement of Tungursa, three Filipino priests, namely Gomez, Burgos, and Zamora. They accused them of orchestrating the said mutiny. However, those three priests had nothing to do with the Cavite mutiny, but Sasa's case was only stated to fend them off the movement for secularization. They died with the sight of the public as a message to the Filipinos that betrayal of the Spanish government would only pay such price. That same day and that same scene was then recalled by the man we know today as our national hero, Rizal. His book El Filibusterismo was dedicated to Tungursa. In a letter he sent to Mariano Ponce, he wrote, "At the sight of those injustices and cruelties, though still a child, my imagination awoke, and I swear to dedicate myself to avenge one day so many victims." In the year 1895, an underground organization was founded by Andres Bonifacio to revolt against Spaniard in secrecy. Andres, after being enlightened by Rizal's novels, realized that only through a revolution would the Philippines be able to achieve its independence.
Throughout history, some historians doubt the presidency of Emilio Aguinaldo. There are many controversies surrounding him, such as corrupting the Tejoros Convention, the killing of Andres Bonifacio, selling revolution known as the Biak na Bato Pact, and more. However, as the time goes by, evidence will be scavenged and argue this claim. One example is how Aguinaldo won the election through dirty means. But upon the analyzing primary, source, and validating legitimacy, his brother only employed a strategy wherein the two opposing party has two participants, dividing their supposed to be united vote to win the election against Magdalos. The video blog presented by Sir Lord De Vera on his show is titled Bayani o Gangster, has brought us to the different issues that arise from our understanding of Aguinaldo past, ultimately relay to us that history that present can always be rewritten by someone chismes here and there. But the lesson of this matter is that we, as human beings, should also treat the people from the past, despite their controversies, as a fellow.
Today, our independence is widely recognized from around the world. Even after the following occupation from America, which lasted 48 years, and Japan, which lasted 3 years, we still find ourselves regaining this lost treasure called independence. We celebrate every June 12th of the year to commemorate this significant event.
As people born in this generation who are peacefully living in a world free from the binds of colonizations, I cannot express my gratitude enough to the people who have sacrificed their life to buy such peace today. Although I cannot help but theorize that our traits of hospitality could be caused by the fact that we have always been colonized by these other countries. That in each succeeding generation, we have learned that by means of war and resistance, born futility and hardship. Thus, only through hardship, if not obedience, with these colonizers could our relationship flourish throughout the years of being colonized.
We hope you gained lessons on the history of the Philippines.
This is David Dato Sarmiento,
John Vidaña.
your historians for today's video. Peace out.
Ako ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika. Likas sa aking puso at hikaing kay kanda. Sa Pilipinas na aking bayan, lantay na perlas ng silanganan, wari na tipo ng kayamanan ng may kapal. Bigay sa'king talino sa mabuti lang